All right, welcome. I am Aaron Wilson for Inside the 49, and I'm joined by my brother, Chris. How we doing today, Chris?
Pretty good. I'm historically a Southwest guy, but I'm currently on the Brock Purdy train.
You got to be on the Brock. You have to be
That's
on the
the best
Brock
I
Purdy
can come up
train.
with in
You
like 2
have to
seconds.
be. It's taking you a couple weeks. It's taking you a couple weeks to get there from
My bags are in Florida.
from complete depression over Jimmy G going down to you're back with the rest of the Niner faithful and believing in Purdy.
I've always been here. I was more making fun of Southwest.
Of course you have. You can review the old tapes from us the last couple of weeks, and you guys can make the decision. So we're happy. We're excited.
You don't think I was on board?
No, you weren't on board. You thought the season was over.
Oh, at first, of course I did.
Yes, of course.
But then after seeing him, I'm like, okay, all right, let's do this. Let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, you're always behind, but you were very hesitantly behind.
I'm still hesitant, but
this is true.
But I am. Oh no, I'm not on board. Like I think that, like he's like Jesus Christ 2.0.
You sure? You sure he isn't?
Yeah, but I'm all on board. Like I'm rooting for him partisan.
Of course. Of course, and you always are. It doesn't matter who the Niners have a quarterback. It does not matter who the Niners have a quarterback. We are always all on board. Everybody knows that. Come on. All right, so we're sitting pretty.
Except if it's McGlinchey, I don't like him. Okay. I don't need to root against him though. He'll just do it himself.
All right, so Niners 11-4 just beat the Commanders. We're going to take a chance to look at some of their game film this week. We're going to do a little something different. We're not going to try to break out a ton of film. We're going to break out 8 specific plays that are either big plays or big important plays in the game, and we're going to go about it that way. The first play that you're going to see on the screen, the Niners are up 7-0. This is the touchdown play by the Redskins to Jahan Dotson, and we're going to see what happened. Where was the breakdown in the coverage? Because it looked pretty good, but we have one guy who's not doing his 111. So let's check that out and let's get us off.
One question though.
Not yet.
You press record?
Yes, I did press record.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
Low blow. Here we go. All right, full screen. Right off the bat, you will see in a second both Warner and Gibson.
Everyone is yelling at Ward to go in motion.
To get on the other side of the field because
they'd be like clapping at him.
There are 2 wide receivers on that side.
You're going to screw this whole play up. He's like, no, I won't. We already have somebody to do that for us.
So the slat corner should usually be on the side of the slat receiver is usually how they play as opposed to covering the tight end. But he got over there. Right off the bat, we're looking at some form of man coverage. You're seeing outside leverage by the cornerbacks. So they're obviously trying to play man, but they're going to be pushing them to the middle of the field. And we have our 2 linebackers in the middle of the field as well, playing the kind of robber cover. So let's run it from the top and then we'll run it back. So from the top,
actually, this play may have worked if Jimmie Ward was on the other side of the field.
This is true. This is true. All right, let's run it first. All right, looks like an easy catch and throw. All right, so where's the problem? What happened?
The problem is we didn't cover their wide receiver.
Okay, that's it. Next play.
Yep. Okay, all right. So, there's your analysis.
Let's see what really happened.
We have 3.5 guys to cover 3.
All right. 1, 2, 3. We got 3 guys to cover.
Yeah.
1.
And we had
3.
Like
who's your half?
Warner was also
okay, Warner's your half. I like that. 3.5. All right. So
2.5.
Coming out, you got Jahan Dotson, who ends up catching the ball. All right. Makes an inside breaking route. Okay, so we see from Lenore and how he's lined up that he's going to either take the tight end coming across or he's going to be there for the running back. So that means that either Hufanga, we think, again, we're thinking, we understand.
We're pretty sure.
Hufanga should have taken.
We're really sure.
the other guy.
Aaron, when you are, practicing for the games that you're going to win, when you're coaching, what do you teach your players in a situation like this?
In a situation like this?
Yeah.
You have 3. They have 3. We're going to match the routes coming out depending on depending on what they're running and where they decide to go.
Yeah. So like on a play like this, The one takes a inside breaking route.
Yep.
It's not vertical yet because he's gone like 2 yards or whatever, 3 yards. So what would you tell your guys to do? Is it like anything different than what they do in the NFL?
Not in this situation. We'd say if number one takes an in breaking route, that means the safety or the linebacker is gonna pick him up, and the corner on the outside is gonna take the next guy that comes across.
So it's very likely that all three of these guys have been hearing this their entire life.
Yes, correct. All right, so we get the in-breaking route by Dotson. We think that's a pass off to Hufanga. Get the out-breaking route by the tight ends. We think Lenore is going to take him. And it looks like Lenore takes him initially, but then has the running back coming to him, so he's kind of passing him off to Greenlaw as he's coming across. And Hufanga needs to be man up on Dotson coming towards him, right? But where are Hufanga's eyes? They are, and we love the Pro Bowl selection, right? We do love him, but his eyes are not where they need to be.
We love both the player and the selection.
Correct. His eyes.
You can still criticize him when he does things that make no sense.
This is correct, right? So
it's only because he has room to grow.
Correct.
That's good.
So in this situation, Hufanga is thinking, I'm going to look at the quarterback, right? And I'm going to take the tight end, even though he's already covered by Greenlaw, blanketed cover, and he also has Warner in the middle as well. So since he's looking in the backfield as
you can't throw through our defenders.
Man, he drops it right over top, and Hufanga takes the right angle, wrong angle because he's on the wrong man.
All right, so after seeing it that time, I don't think that Hufanga thinks that it's his guy because he doesn't even like make a real move back to make a play on the ball.
All right, let's look at him here.
So he's and like I said before, he's always very concerned with putting players in position and then proceeding to like mess up his own coverage. Which I mean, it's great that he's like trying to be the field commander out there and get guys in the right position, but he needs to worry about himself as well because there were just too many mistakes, and they haven't really mattered too much so far, but the teams we're going to be playing are going to get better and better. Well, maybe. I don't know. It's the NFC. But in theory, we'll have to play a good team at some point. And we don't want them doing stuff like this.
All right. So you see from this angle, the same thing. Hufanga's looking, and for some reason he thinks that maybe, like you said, he thinks Lenore's going to get deep on that route by Dotson. Maybe that's the case, but it doesn't make sense to me.
But I think maybe he thought that he was breaking inside, and he just totally gave up on him and thought that Warner was going to take him. It just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, let's go back one more time.
Yeah,
let's see that potential analysis. What? All right, so he's thinking that
his little wiggle is not that great.
Here he comes across his face, and he thinks he's going to go inside. Maybe that's the game. I mean, that would make more sense. He thinks he's going to go inside.
Yeah, but I mean, just because he wiggles a little bit.
Yeah, it's not the right play.
Right. And he's not doing anything there.
Yeah, because Greenlaw's on him. Greenlaw has an easy.
Look how long it takes him to like the ball is. I mean, of course, like the ball is thrown as soon as they see that Hufanga's standing there doing nothing. Yeah. So it's thrown now, and he sort of makes like he's like he's not running back there. He's like super concerned,
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, well, that's the ball of my head that's covered by someone. Like he had forgot that he was safety or something.
Yeah, but he's not yelling at Lenore. I feel like he would be yelling at Lenore in that situation as opposed to being like.
What's he shaking his hand about there too at first? I mean, another thing is, Ward not knowing where to line up is a factor in a play like this because, they're so concerned with getting him in position that sometimes you forget what you're supposed to do. And being a young player, maybe that's what happened.
All right, so now score is tied 7-7. Goes into halftime 7-7.
Somehow.
Come out of halftime. We're going to go to the offensive side of the ball. This is the Kittle's first touchdown of the game. Let's run it full speed first, and then we'll go back and break down and see what was going on.
This is McLeod's touchdown. But...
This is the McLeod touchdown that Kittle took away from him. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Here we go. And as you can see right here, as we run in slow motion, McLeod, it's like, hey, dude, that's mine. I'm right there. I'm in the right spot. That's my ball. But Kittle said no. Now, the question is why? Why did Kittle run that route? And he talked about how he talked about that.
I think it's because he felt like it.
Yeah. All right. So he's coming across the lield. He's trying to come across the field, but he sees that the safety who's initially lined up single high up top here decides to come.
I think he changes his route even before, like initially. I mean, my guess is that he's running a dig or something similar to a dig is what he's supposed to be running.
Yep.
And that their single high safety drops down because he knows that. Yeah. Because I don't know. Because he thinks Garoppolo's back there or something. And
because we love running the dig.
Always does. Because it's third down and 3 yards. So usually teams throw the ball short. But we don't like to do that, I guess. we think it's more exciting to throw it to somebody and then have somebody else who's not supposed to catch it, which actually is a lot more exciting. So,
so Kittle sees him. Kittle sees the single high safety.
It's almost as if he knows that defender knows where the play's going.
Yeah.
So and then he's like, "Wait, Kittle, you're supposed to run your route." and Kittle's like, "I'm not running my route.
I'm not going to go to where the ball's going to go. I'm going to run to where the ball's going to go."
My name's George.
Yeah.
and then you just tell like you can feel the feeling that the safety has. He's like,
oh crap.
He's like, I'm in big trouble. This guy's faster than I am.
Yeah. But Kittle gets behind him and he sees the grass.
Yeah. So the way that and this is how I'm going to rationalize or justify this as being okay-ish for him to do, go rogue, because that's my job, is because he turns his head like immediately when it's obvious that he has the guy beat. Yeah. So I'm going to think, because I like Kittle and I don't want to think that he's just going to do something stupid, which it is sort of stupid to get in the way of another receiver who would have been open. But if he's gonna, if he sees that this route's not gonna, the other thing, I mean, that's sort of scary is what if Purdy just throws it anyway? Like expecting your player to be there. So you have to run the routes that your quarterback thinks you're gonna run.
Yeah.
But it's good that he looks to the left and he doesn't see him, and he's late to hit Kittle. It's not Purdy's fault because Kittle's not supposed to be running there in the first place. And actually, I don't even know if he sees Kittle at all. Maybe he just sees. We'll look at it from the other side. That's a fantastic run route by McLeod, by the way. Look how far away he is for the cornerback.
That's great. It's great separation.
Yeah,
great separation. All right, so he freelances a little bit, takes it up to where McLeod's going to be. Goes to exactly where the ball is going to be and steals it from him, as he said in his post-game press conference.
So I guess he knows where the ball's going to go, but he turns around. It looked like it when he turns his head around, he's looking for the ball like right then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
See if we can see Purdy's eyes and where he's looking. Does he even see Kittle? It's going to be tough to see.
I'd be surprised because he looks to the left and he looks to. I mean, it's possible he sees him right here. No, he doesn't, because he's just winding up, baby, because he has McGlinchey to his right, so he knows that he's gonna die in like 2 seconds.
I think he's looking to Kittle for the dig. That's what he's looking at. He's looking for the Kittle for the dig. That must have been the second read after Aiyuk on the top. So he's looking right, Aiyuk, Kittle there. He's looking at Kittle. He's not looking at McLeod.
Yeah, if he's looking at Kittle for the dig, then it still looks like Kittle's gonna run the dig. Who he should run it? Like he should have looked at
McLeod, right? He's looking at McLeod right now. Look at his eyes.
Maybe he's just working the defense with his eyes unnecessarily because he's so wide open. But the guy who's really open is McCaffrey at the first down marker. But The play works out perfectly.
Yeah.
And look, look who ends up on the ground.
No, he doesn't.
Just crumble.
Just cuz. All right, so
it's not a very easy catch. It's a much easier catch for McLeod.
Yes,
but it's good that Kittle is so much bigger than McLeod, and McLeod knows this place in
49ers world.
Yeah, in Niners society.
It's behind Kittle, as is most people. All right, so touchdown Niners. They are up 14-7.
And
start the second half.
And Shanahan doesn't care, by the way, when he was asked.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It's cool. Which is interesting. I think it's because he doesn't want to throw him under the bus. I think he does care. But he also realizes he hasn't given them that much love this year, besides the last maybe 2 weeks when Debo's been out.
I'm not sure how much he cares about that, but you have to have your tight end out, running routes when you have a young quarterback because they're going to be besties whether they like it or not.
I like that. All right, so 49ers get the ball back. Niners up 14-7. This is Kittle's second touchdown. We'll run it free real quick, and then we'll go back and analyze it. All right, little boot, naked boot. Kittle wide open, and then
everybody run away from him.
Good luck, defense. And
he could have taken that for like 500 yards.
Right. All right, let's run it up. Let's run it back. I think you're right. 500, I think is.
Yeah, and like when we were talking earlier, what on earth this linebacker who's blitzing is thinking when he sees that Trent Williams just totally leaves the end alone with a clear path to the quarterback and into the backfield. Why on earth would the linebacker or safety or whoever it is? Why would he follow him? Like, why wouldn't he go for the quarterback?
Right there.
At this point, he sees who Trent Williams is blocking. If the ball is being handed off, he's not going to be needed on the play.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to make that tackle.
Mm-hmm. And this is something that teams are, I guess, recognizing a lot more, and they should. That not a lot of guys on the opposite side of the field are going to catch the Niners running back, unless it's like one of McCaffrey's like really, really hard cutbacks. If they're going to be going outside zone, like you're not going to catch them.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot more sense to hit the quarterback because then you don't have plays like this. Yeah. So we really want them to be running after the running back.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that. All right, so he boots out. Yeah. He boots out. They fall for the run, both the defensive end and the blitzing linebacker / safety. I'm not sure what he is. Right, and you got Kittle screaming across the field. We've seen this play at least 100 times. Right.
Yeah. So we have two different guys who are uncovered because so what down was this? It must have been like first down or something, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because why else would their entire team think that we're running?
Yeah, probably first down.
Yeah. And thinking about that is a little bit of a problem that teams will just not even cover our wide receivers because they're so sure that we're going to run the ball.
Yeah.
That should, I don't know. That could be problematic.
Great. So nice play. Good job. Kittle gets the ball.
Definitely not a very good route by 15.
By Jennings.
So he just ran himself out of the play. Yeah. But then I guess he just figured
he probably saw how wide open Kittle was, and he was like, "I want to go block."
He stole Purdy's number and didn't give it to him, so he's not gonna get the ball. He's too busy dropping balls and just giving them to defenders, so they're gonna throw it to Kittle instead.
He does put a nice block on here to help out.
Oh, yeah, and yeah.
The question is, what are you doing, safety? You thinking he's going to go to the sidelines?
He wants to go talk to the cheerleaders.
Yeah, that's right. It's true. It's true. They are here.
Yeah.
All right.
So
he runs.
He's like, ooh. He's like, Kittle or cheerleaders? I'm going cheerleaders.
He falls down.
or like I'm McGlinchey, and I'm just gonna sit down here. And go back like 5 seconds, and I'll bet you $1 trillion that McGlinchey's just standing there doing nothing, or on the ground.
Who's this? Is that Aaron Banks? Does he know it's a touchdown? Is that we gotta see what that is? Someone's doing like a flying.
How many guys are flying on the ground here? Where?
You're right. McGlinchey's standing around doing nothing. But let's highlight Aaron Banks 65. All right. Kittle's for a touchdown. We know that, right? Let's just watch 65 here in the back. All right. Watch the airplane mode, like my 7-year-old. Ready now. Airplane.
Yeah, look, he cares.
I love it.
I mean, even though he's extremely slow and very large and can't get across the field, but at least he tries, you know? And that's why McGlinchey gets under my skin. Well, I mean, one of the main reasons. He's the best stander or liar down on the ground. Liar down on the ground. English speaker in the entire NFL. All right. That's why.
All right. So Niners up 21-7. Redskins, yes, the Redskins are driving down the field. This is the touchdown to McLaurin in the back of the end zone. I can speak English too.
We're making up words.
All right. McLaurin is right here. McLaren, whatever you want to call him. All right, he's up there. You will see again from the Niners, just like we saw before in the goal line, where the cornerbacks are playing outside leverage. So they're driving their receivers to the inside, knowing that they have help on the inside. Womack is actually here on the bottom. This is when Ward went out with the potential concussion, I think. And Lenore on top. So we're very young there, but we have a lot of guys in the middle to help out. So let's see what happens on this play.
Yeah, and they're both in so tight. Well, let's go.
All right. So McLaurin gets there. Hufanga picks him up, but can't stay with him for long enough to knock the ball. All right. So the biggest thing that you're going to see on this play is the crazy play call design from how many people they are having blocking and how many people they are having stay in. So you will notice running back ends up coming out, but very, very late. All right. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a half. We'll count the running back even though he leaks out. Guys, right? And you have 2 wide receivers going out. So we're only blitzing 4. We're only sending 4, no blitzing. We're only sending 4. So we have plenty of guys in coverage to handle 2 guys. Now it's not enough pressure is obviously the problem because they're blocking so many. But not being able to handle McLaurin is the problem. You'll see, no penetration all the time in the world. I think they said something like it wasn't.
Whoa.
Seconds, but it felt like seconds.
Who's rushing on the left side?
That's
nobody.
I'm on Amenahu on the top. So no Bosa.
Yeah. On plays like this, I'd like to see Bosa in the game.
Yes, I agree. All right, so no push. Nothing going on until the very, very end. So he's got all the time in the world, and ends up finding him. Let's see if
so really that running back just coming out of the backfield and doing absolutely nothing. He took 2 guys with him because we had so many guys back there. Look at 2 guys following him.
Yeah, because nothing else.
And cover him while he stands there.
They kept 2 tight ends and one back in the block. So McLaurin's working, and almost knocks the ball down. I mean, he gets pretty close to knocking this ball down.
Yeah. So someone needs to teach him that he doesn't need
the football. Hold on.
He
can catch that football.
They didn't catch half the balls this game that they said they did.
Look at
I mean, we had what?
Where's the ball?
We had like two interceptions that were like not interceptions. I mean, they're just making up rules.
Maybe this is the one he pinned on his leg, if I remember correctly. All right, so 21-14.
But I think you're going to go back and show why he's open in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he gets sort of lucky that the back there is not paying any attention, where he's paying or Hufanga is paying as much attention as the back is, because there's no reason to hold the guy because he can't get any farther than the back of the end zone.
right?
But look, he's not paying him any attention, and now he's gonna start paying attention, and then he holds him. Like where are you gonna go?
Yeah,
And
it doesn't matter if he goes that direction because who's over there? Womack's over there by himself, doing nothing, covering nobody.
He goes that direction because he gets thrown that direction because he's holding him.
Yeah.
And then he can't hold him more. So that's just not good. I mean, I was sort of like Warner to do something as well.
Yes.
Does he just throw the ball like right over his head because he can't see?
You just couldn't see coming up. He's too short.
Oh.
I mean, he's too late.
He sees it too late.
He sees it too late. Yeah. All right. Yep. Just a little bit too late.
Like Warner is usually good at taking a step or two back, in that situation, because he's not doing anything where he is. He can see in front of him, and he sees there's nothing in front of him. He doesn't know what's behind him.
Yeah.
Like take a step or two back.
Yeah.
And then maybe you make a play on that.
All right, so 21-14, Niners get the ball back. We get a nice long throw and run to Aiyuk here up on the top as the number 2 receiver. Let's check it out. Nice separation, nice throw, great run after the catch. A little short of the end zone. All right.
Well, he's not Kittle. But he is the yak bro, right?
Yeah, he's a yak bro.
I think he is, right?
Yeah.
Count.
So the first thing
after that hurdle.
Yeah, he became a yak bro. That was his official signing in with the Yak brothers.
Yeah, they're very concerned about Kittle in this play.
Yeah. So
and McCaffrey.
The first thing you're going to see is a lot of motion up front, a lot of movement up front from the line. You're going to see Juice come across to block, and you're also going to see Aaron Banks come across to pull.
We're going to play the game of block the guy on the other side of the field.
And McCaffrey's going to come with the fake. So right there, you'll see here, we get a double pull. We got Juice coming across the field, and we got Banks coming across the field.
And nobody believes it.
Nobody believes it. So why do we say nobody believes it? Let's look at the linebackers. 1, 2, right? Where do their eyes go? Do their eyes go with the pulling guard? Right? No. Their eyes are on McCaffrey. And they're running towards him.
Because why would they be worried about him handing it off, going the opposite direction to a fullback or a very slow but large, but I guess a guy who hustles guard?
Yeah.
So I don't judge the play call, the design, but you need somebody who's a threat of some sort, gonna go across the field there. Because if you don't, then you're gonna have all the linebackers just follow McCaffrey.
So with that being said, the place does work, and this all comes down to Aiyuk. So Aiyuk, as you can see, is getting man pressed up on top. You got the other cornerbacks in the take. Jennings, he comes across the field, sticks his foot in the ground, and completely dusts his defender. I mean, you're talking about 3-4 yards of separation right there, making a nice and easy throw for Purdy, and then Aiyuk does the routes by being faster than him as well. Yeah, you really see it from the other side.
I'm wondering what the corner's thinking. Maybe he doesn't notice that he is losing the other corner or whoever, safety or whatever, across the field.
Yeah.
But he is really concerned about Aiyuk taking this ball over the middle.
I mean, look at his extra steps.
I mean, he's holding him from the beginning. He's holding him, and he's like, I need to get inside him. I need to get inside.
Yeah.
That's all. I think all he's concerned about.
I mean, look how far he is inside right there.
Fine, get inside. There you go.
Yeah. So Aiyuk takes that one extra step and plants. And
keep on running inside. Get me in there.
And there he is.
And
he's too slow to catch up.
Banks does just enough.
Yeah.
But it was a very nice tackle by the defender who got smoked there. Or not?
No, different guy.
No, it wasn't. You can go back and see that. He tried though.
Effort.
Hey, yeah, baby steps. I think that was him.
No, he's on the ground.
That guy. Yeah. Go back again. Let's see if it was this like extra speed via embarrassment player.
I think he tries to clip him off.
Yeah, he's a very awkward faller.
Yeah, he tried to clip him off, take his hand and swipe at his foot and get his foot.
He knows that he doesn't have the speed, so he just and maybe it's a speed issue too. That the reason why he was being so aggressive there. But I mean, he's just like praying that he's just gonna like tap Aiyuk's foot and he's gonna go down. Yeah, I probably would have like attacked that a little bit more moving forward.
Right. So we're gonna go back to the defense. All right. So we're going back to the defense. And we're gonna look at a little Jordan Willis and Nick Bosa action.
So what's the sit share?
This is, I'm not sure what the situation is. They are, let's see, they're up 24-14. So they're up 24-14.
Oh, okay. So it's a key drive.
This is a key drive. All right. So let's look at Bosa on the bottom left, and let's look at
24-14. So let's look at the beginning of the fourth quarter, maybe.
Yeah. Let's look at
just
the
before
whole.
We went on our field goal fest.
Field goal fest. I think there's a T-shirt in our future. All right. So let's check it out first, and then we'll break it down. All right. Where does the pocket go? Where'd it go?
We don't allow pockets.
We don't allow pockets. I like that. All right. So, how many people are out on routes?
Enough. I mean, more than like we usually have on deep end passes. 3,
2, 3, and so it looks like a running back coming out of the backfield. 3. So that means.
Yeah. I think that guy's job is just to sort of hit. And actually, both of us on that side.
All right, so they decided to keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in, plus probably a little bit of a chip out of the running back. 8, so 7.
I think they're assuming that the Bosa is going to be coming from that side, so they're going to chip him.
They're going to chip there. All right, so we're going 4 against 7.
Yeah, and we're pressing.
4 against 7 with the press with 2 guys over the top. All right, look at the middle. That's our new buddy we just picked up. All right, pronounce his last name for me.
BW something.
DWUMFOUR. Michael Drumfor, number 50. I did not know that before. An hour ago. Picked him up from the Texans, but look at him in the middle. Big 50 in the middle, splits him right up the middle.
There's a 4 in his name, and he has too many consonants.
Yeah,
but and he's not historically any good. But he doesn't care about that because he just totally blows up this play.
And so does Willis. And
he beats what? 3 guys? Does he beat 3 guys to blow up that? I mean,
let's see. It's not bad.
Yeah, when you're an interior lineman and you're rushing the passer, aside from staying in your lane and everything, and even though you don't really need to worry about him running very much, is you want to move the quarterback off of his spot. You just want to bother him.
Yeah,
and he goes a little bit beyond bothering him.
Yeah, I think it was just 2 guys. He just beat 2. That was it.
Also,
he got a little bit of tight end too. Yeah,
because
we'll say 3.
I mean, he played a pretty serious role in that tight end not getting because they tried to play the same game that we did and just block the guy on the opposite side of the field.
Yep.
Because it's not a thing. I don't know why we do that.
Look at 87-85 and see how they were able to help out their offensive lineman by staying into block. Let's see what they're able to do. Let's give them points.
They need to go away so that like somebody who can block Bosa can block Bosa, so that. But they hiked the ball too early, and I mean, just looking at the play right here, it's not going to end very well for them because 85 can't even get around the tackle, and 87 is like not even tried to get around the tackle yet, and the tackle is extremely scared that the defensive player of the year is going to sack his quarterback, and he's not going to be able to get there because he can't because he has 2 guys who have to cross the field behind him. This is a very poorly designed play. Especially against us. So I mean, look, 87 still hasn't gotten across the field.
Yeah. 85 got across, and he put a hand
Yeah,
on Willis,
he
but
still
not enough to do anything.
Avoid DW4.
DW, I like that. DW4.
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 DW4 is yeah. I mean, he didn't make a lot of plays in this game, but he made this play.
Yeah. All right. So big pressure. Bosa with the sack. Willis catches the ball in the air, and Niners get the ball back, which leads to a field goal.
Well, of course, because I mean, with the ball on the 10-yard line.
Yeah. All right. Let's look at it from this side. Look at the push from DW4. His name is now DW4. We do not pronounce his name
DW4.
DW4. Here we go. Look at DW4.
DW4. Come on, my man.
Here we go. Push up the middle.
0.
Blitz him.
That's not Chris Borland, baby. No, he. How many times did he hit, man?
Boom. Willis with the catch. Bosa doesn't care who gets the ball and just does his little.
Yeah. The ball's up for grabs. Bosa goes to dance.
Let's go dance.
Which he's allowed to do because he's Bosa.
Exactly. All right. So that leads to field goal. Niners go up 27.
Yeah, can you go back in? I just want to see DW40.
Go back again. DW4.
Yeah. So slow down. I want to see how many people he hits on the way in.
Let's see how many people he hits.
Oh, can you see him crying? Number 4. He might be crying.
He knows he's done. DW4 up in the middle, 50. I apologize for the super slow.
He's angry. He's angry at his PFF grades.
All right. So
look at 71. I'm gonna stop him with my hand.
I'm gonna touch him to see where
you got him, buddy. You got him. Yes. So he actually, I don't know if that guy made contact with him, but he might have hit 4 guys on that play.
I like it. And Heineke gets hit by the DPOY. Boom.
DPOY.
And Willis with the catch.
Yep.
All right. Niners up 27 to 14.
That's my new dude, man. We need him in there more.
DW4. Let's go. 50. He's going to be the best. He's going to be the best 50 since Gary Plummer.
No, DW4, right? Is it DW4 in his name? DW4.
Say it over and over again.
450.
All right, so Niners up 27 to 14.
I think how many field goals have we kicked in the interim?
All right, sorry. Niners are up 30 to they got 30 at this. Sorry, they have.
Okay, so we've kicked 2 field goals.
I forgot about another field goal. I forgot about another field goal. So
we only kicked 3 because that's all the points that Shanahan needed on his fantasy team.
There you go. All right, so let's talk about this setup for the Niners defensively.
Let's talk about D'Amico Ryan being a head coach somewhere.
Okay. All right, so we're playing our press coverage on 3rd and long. I think this was 3rd and 10, I believe. All right,
so 3rd and 10 from the 20-yard line.
20-yard line. There's about
4
minutes left in the game, and they have to score
situations to be throwing in.
And they have to score twice. So we're playing press coverage. We got Warner up here in the A-B gap.
Yeah,
but only one guy instead of both of them. So we're thinking he's going to either blitz or he's going to drop back and pick up a crosser or pick up the tight end or the options.
We don't really think that. We know he's not going to blitz because he doesn't blitz.
I want to see numbers on the percentages on how many times he blitz compared to how many times he's up there. But so
there's a reason why when Don Zimmer did this, like 5 years ago, why it's so effective is because he blitzed a lot.
Yeah.
And but if you don't ever send those guys, then it's not going to work.
Yeah, I mean, so we're going.
They don't take you seriously. You're just out of position. Yeah,
we're going heavy on the defensive line on the left defensive side. So we got 1, 2, 3 defensive linemen, and we got Greenlaw over there who's going to be covering the tight end or fullback, whatever he is. And then we have Gibson on the line of scrimmage as if he's either blitzing or he's going to be covering the tight end coming out. So those are the options. You're going heavy on one side. They're going Bosa singled up on the other side. I mean, we have seen Warner come in and do a little stunt where he comes across and Warner and Bosa comes the other way. We have seen that a couple times by Ryan, but we're man across the board. So we're thinking we're going to win one-on-one matchups across the board And
on third down.
On 3rd and 10.
And then from the 20.
From the 20. All right, let's see what happens.
Don't do this. It's not good. All right, so we have Warner, who doesn't blitz, of course.
No, so Warner doesn't blitz. He ends up picking up.
And we have Ward, who falls. Is that Ward?
Yep, that's Ward in the slot.
Okay, but Ward at this point has fallen asleep. He is literally sleeping.
All right, so let's look at Warner first. What Warner ends up doing is Warner ends up taking the tight end, and Gibson ends up blitzing right there. So Warner's eyes are on the tight end. He doesn't come out. He's still on him in case he releases. But the problem here,
another thing is it's 3rd and 10. Like, why does he need to be behind the line of scrimmage to stop him from catching a 1-yard pass? Like, who cares?
Yeah. So the problem is Ward and how flat-footed he is right now. So he's looking at Curtis Samuel.
What's he looking at?
He's looking at Samuel and coming off flat-footed and deciding he's just going to play trail against him on a 3-yard slant.
Yeah.
He thinks he's coming to
he's not deciding. He's just not covering him.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Like, next time, just tackle him if you're going to play defense like that.
Okay. You might as well. All right, so score 30 to 20. All right, so this is coming down to a 2-point conversion because there's 3 minutes and 51 seconds left. So coming down to the 2-point conversion, if they get this, they're still in the game. If they don't, we got 3:51 and they got to score twice. All right. So let's see what they.
Can we get our starting defensive line in the game?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good.
All 4 of them, actually. How about that?
Yeah, they better be on this conversion.
Kinlaw on there too. It's fresh off of IR. Kinlaw on there too. So we got 4 across the board.
We have Kinlaw, Armstead,
Ebukam, and
Bosa.
And Bosa. All right. So
that's not what you want to see when you're a quarterback.
All right. So defensively, all right, again, look at the outside leverage again by the cornerbacks. We're thinking they're in some sort of man or man match, depending on how the wide receivers and / tight ends come out.
Is that Ward in the slot?
That's Ward in the slot up top here. The other Ward over there. Lenore here in the bottom.
He's got some more of that sexy inside leverage to let his guy go to the corner, I guess.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding. I like Ward a lot.
So he's moving a little bit. So we're thinking, okay, it's not man anymore. He's not coming to the slot anymore. The safety is going to take him. So safety is going to take number 2, and safety or the tight end are going to take number 2 on this side. So let's run it first, and then we'll break it down.
That's a very odd. Well, first of all, like, yeah, Bosa smash, but like what Ward is doing there is very odd. I'm not sure what he was trying to do. So he's like stepping over a little bit, but he's obviously not going to blitz, you know. But and he doesn't get anywhere before the ball is snapped, and he doesn't do anything. He takes a step in, like, after the plays. You know, I mean, the play's already been decided as to, you know, what's going to happen. He doesn't really have any effect on it. And it's like he's fake blitzing now.
Yeah,
and then he just comes back in the coverage.
He's coming over to take the running back leaks. You know, so
yeah, if he's going to leak, he's going to leak the outside. And now
he still has outside leverage on him right now.
Was that?
I said he still has outside leverage on him now. If he were to leak outside, I mean, his eyes are on
the running back. Well, yeah, but the running back's not running the other way.
I'm saying initially. I'm saying what's the initial idea? The initial idea from the defense is for
I think
Ward.
He's trying to like fake a blitz here that Carson Wentz has no idea what he's doing.
I don't believe that. If facing the blitz, he needs to be able to line of scrimmage or doing.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to get in Bosa's way.
That's true.
Like it would be smarter for him just to, like, stand there where you were standing. You know, like that's going to confuse the quarterback more than what you did.
Just play bump and run coverage on McLaurin and knock him off his break. You know, and then you can get to the running back in the backfield.
Yeah. See, he's just sort of runs himself out of the play
into the middle.
I don't know why. It's
well,
weird.
I mean, this is similar coverage that we saw before, right? They had 3 guys in the middle that are making sure, and they have, they're giving inside releases to the wide receivers, and they have 3 linebackers towards the third linebacker instead of Aziz on this play, as opposed to the other play, and they were playing the middle to make sure nothing is coming in the middle of the field, and then they also have the 2 safeties in the middle of the field. I mean, it seems like they want to have that little shell where they can play those 3 guys where they can prevent anything short from happening, and they can also knock down, the crossers coming across the field, which makes sense. All right, let's see what they're trying to do on offense.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like the defensive call is good.
Yeah,
it's just like I'm just
do more with Ward is your issue.
Thinking. Yeah, like what's the point of doing that?
Yeah. All right, so
at least he's awake. He's not asleep, so that's good.
All right, so we're faking to the running back. Okay, we're bringing the tight end across the field the Redskins are bringing the tight end across the field to go one-on-one with Bosa. Is that a good idea?
Well, it depends on who you're rooting for.
This is true. This is true. Should anybody ever scheme their offense to have a tight end block a defensive end?
Yes. The 49ers did. Shanahan did on the play that Garoppolo got injured earlier this year. He had Kittle on the outside covering a defensive end and didn't block him and sacked Garoppolo and injured him. So yes, there are other stupid calls, play callers in the NFL.
Right,
but
so
this is not something you normally see by somebody who wants to win the football game.
All right, so you're faking to the running back. let's look at Wentz. Wentz is looking to Dotson. Dotson on the bottom. So Lenore,
like a one-man route, right?
Lenore, like we talked about before, has outside leverage, so he is not letting him get to the pylon. He's not going to let him. He's going to let him have the inside because he has help on the inside from Greenlaw and Hufanga. All right, so he tries to get him to go that way over and over and over again. Lenore's like, I'm not going that way. So that's where he's first. That's his first look. It's obviously not
like it. Or it's going to be his only look.
Yeah, with Bosa coming against a tight end, it's going to be his own look.
Yeah, and man, who's number 1 for them?
Dotson, Jahan Dotson.
Dotson. I can never remember. You have too many guys with like single and double digits. Yeah, so Dotson is doing everything he can possibly do, other than like pass him a $20 bill and say, "Will you please come inside so I can go take the outside route on this play that's designed to the outside." And Lenore's like, "I don't think so, because even though I don't make that much money, you're gonna have to pay me more than $20."
All right, so that's the first look. He looks there. It's not there.
Yeah,
right?
It could be. It's more there than anything else because there's nothing else at all.
Word on the top.
And he's about to die.
Yeah, word on the top. Safety's got McLaurin coming across the middle, and even if safety didn't have him, they have their 2 linebackers and the slot corner playing that middle of the field. Now the only thing that was actually open. Only thing that's actually open is if Dotson tries to hit a quick slant. So if he comes here and takes a quick slant, it might be open, but he's probably getting murdered by Hufanga coming across the middle. That's the only possible way this is gonna work for them.
Yeah, but
nothing else.
That's obviously not the play call, and it's obvious by the fact that Dotson wouldn't he's trying to give that to Dotson. Yeah. He's like, take the slant, take the slant. Yep. So we're ready for the slant.
Yeah.
I guess he could have hit something really quick on the left side because Ward moving or whatever. I think I discussed with you earlier. Like, if Warner hadn't trailed back, maybe you can try to throw something in the back of the end zone. But this is not what you want on a conversion play.
Yeah. Not their best play to run when the game is on the line because they need to score the game over.
I didn't even notice the fact that the left tackle blocked was it Kinlaw?
Yeah.
And the left guard didn't block anybody. So thank you for saying that tight end over to block Bosa. Look, he doesn't block anybody. He just
block anybody at all.
And what are they worried about?
Yeah.
maybe that play was broken down or something. Maybe there's a breakdown in the play.
Yeah.
But, I mean, because that's like just nonsensical.
Yeah.
Can you run again? Plus, it's fun to watch him just annihilate quarterback. Yeah, we're on slow motion here. Like, he doesn't have anybody to block. Their guard has nobody to block. They're double teaming the other tackle.
Why block? It doesn't make
What are
sense.
they
Especially
doing?
with how Kinlaw's lined up. I mean, Kinlaw's lined up on the inside shade of the guard. You know, that should trigger, in my mind, that should trigger if you want to either man up by the guard on him and let the tackle go, or actually you can freaking double team him with the center. You know, where the center goes and tries to help out with Armstead and does help out with Armstead and double teams. Like, why do that?
Yeah, but then like they could have played this with no guards, and like the same thing would have happened.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he whiffs on Armstead, and I guess he like maybe touches him like a little bit at the end after the play's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right there.
All right, so that ices it. You know, that puts the Niners up 30-20.
Does it dance though? Does he dance?
Does he dance? They cut it off too. Come on, all 22.
Come on, man. Come on, all 22.
All right, so that pretty much ices the game for the Niners and gives them a dub.
Yeah. It's further ice when Shanahan like confuses himself a couple times and then I guess tries to confuse his defense and then calls a timeout and then goes for 2. And we get it. We win.
All right.
Which also made the score look a little better too.
It did make the score look a little
better. Because there's, I mean, in the first half we didn't play that well.
No, not at all.
Overall. And you know what we had. Didn't he went for it once when he should have, but we didn't get it, right?
Yeah. I mean, being more aggressive, which is what we like to see. That's what we want him to do.
Which is good. Hopefully Shannon realizes that it's not a. I mean, it's a results-oriented game, but it's process over results.
Yeah.
So I think we went for it. Oh, but was that the really stupid play call when we went like
the double? Option, juice option. The juice option. We'll have to break down
option to the boundary side. Like, I get, This is positive, so we'll just be happy that he tried.
Let's be happy that he went for it, and hopefully he doesn't go back on that.
It's a horrendous play call, but at least he tried. And then we punted, and then we scored. And then because that was the 99-yard drive, and then Jennings threw a pick, and that's it, right? Those were all our drives. That's all we had.
Yeah.
So the second half, we scored twice in a row, and then we scored twice without them scoring, and then we just like field goal them to death until the last touchdown.
Until the last touchdown, yep.
So
winning the game 37-20. So
so if all those field goals were touchdowns, this game looks like an embarrassing blowout, like it should be. But that's going to take some, a change in Shanahan's play calling and just his overall, offensive strategy.
But we are 11-4, and that's what matters, right?
Yeah, and we are one of the best teams in the NFC, and it's not even close. Yeah, there's so many bad teams in the NFC, and we're not one of them.
That's going to wrap us up for today. We were happy with the dub. We saw a couple good things from the offense. Nice to see Kittle explode again with a good game. It's always nice to see Bosa dominate on the defensive side of the ball. And here's to another win this week against the Derek Carrless Raiders.
Oh man, I'm just so happy we don't have to deal with Derek Carr.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
and,
so
Debo's back, but not playing. Hopefully.
yeah, so he is practicing, but
Yep.
not playing yet, which is amazing.
You better not play.
No, we better not play.
You better not run him over the middle.
All right, that's gonna wrap us up. Thanks so much for taking the time to check us out. Please
You're
feel free
welcome.
to jump in the comment section and talk to us about other plays you guys want us to break down, and we will break them down because that's what we love to do. Anything to leave the crowd with, Chris?
What's that?
Anything to leave everybody with? What would you like to say?
Oh no, we'll probably just break down some stuff you don't even want us to break down. How about that?
There you go.
Boom.
All right, as always, go Niners.
Come on, let's do this.